A very good evening and welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Boniface Awino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. Now, I remember there was a time that I said here that these members of parliament, they're not voting, they're not impeaching Rigathi Gachagua based on the things that Rigathi Gachagua has done, but everybody has got a target. Like there is a reason why everybody is working so hard to impeach Rigathi Gachagua. Most of the people that comes from Mount Kenya. And it is now very clear that there are early regrets because they have realized that some of them voted because they thought that maybe Kithure Kindiki will replace Rigathi Gachagua. And surprisingly enough, they have started early regrets. Like the member of parliament from Imenti, that is from Meru, is saying very well that he voted yes for the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua because he knew that the second person that will replace Rigathi Gachagua will be Kithure Kindiki, and he's going ahead by saying that suppose he knew that Kithure Kindiki will not replace Rigathi Gachagua, then he would have not voted. Then he could have not even voted to impeach Rigathi Gachagua. He could have supported Gachagua was not to be impeached. So I'm starting to wonder. You know, sometimes when we say things, people think that what we are saying is false. And I remember also saying that one day, and this thing was said by back then. I think back then, I don't know when was that. There is something that James Agri-Orengo said, that the government eats its own people. The government eats its own people. And that was what's happening. Now, these people were voting to impeach Rigathi Gachagua simply because they thought that maybe one of them will replace Rigathi Gachagua. Little did they know that William Ruto has got his own plans. The people of the mountain were very clear that if you vote, I think this is why they were supporting this, that if Rigathi Gachagua is impeached, then let this position or this seat not be brought back to the mountain. Now, these people have realized, the people of Meru especially, they have realized that Rigathi Gachagua, if at all Rigathi Gachagua will be impeached, then his replacement will not come from within the mountain. Or even if it will be within the mountain, then it will not be Kithure Kindiki as people claimed. Now, this man is saying very well that after realizing that the possibility of Anne Waiguru, the possibility of Raila Odinga, the possibility of Wetangula or Mudavadi replacing Rigathi Gachagua, and those people are not coming from Mount Kenya, is of something else.
We believed as Meru MPs that number 2 is supposed to take that place of number 1. So we signed on strength that Kindiki is going to be appointed as NDP. But from the time we passed that impeachment, things are not as they were. There is a lot of lobbying from various sectors of societies. A number of tribes, communities are lobbying to have their own to be number 2. I'm concerned because you see now, we are hearing of somebody like Irungu Kangata. They're even calling us, they're robbing us to support them. There is also a majority leader, Kimani Ichung'wah. There is Anne Waiguru. The women caucus of governors, they are up in arms, saying that according to the speech of William Ruto, president, he promised them that the next deputy president will be a woman. They are also mentioning Grandes Wanga, and also sometimes they even bring the name of Raila Odinga in the scene. So when they bring all those things in Kimeru, is what we say, Mambura ya kugea nyenje. Mambura ya kugea nyenje is not straightforward as it was. So I'm so much concerned that there are those other players who have come in the scene. See? So it shouldn't be as that rumors and as it was at that time, because he was number 2. Let's number 2 take from number 1. Because number 1 has been impeached as the deputy president. More than that, when Kindiki is down here, like Central Imenti, all the rivers which we have froze to express, Taraka where he comes from. He knows the problem we have about electricity, about drones and so on. It's not somebody whom I'm going to call and explain. is somebody who won't be even knowing by the time I tell him that there's a problem here, you already know. So to me, it will be a great advantage. I want to insist on that one shouldn't be repeated. There is no time when William Ruto called us and told us to impeach Gachaguas. It is a change sheet which, it was the changes which were in parliament. But I have seen it that you people, you are trying to coin it and make it that it's William Ruto who told us. He did not. He did not tell us. We have our own brains. We have our own consciousness. And by the time I was saying that Gachaguas will not be impeached, I wanted to be remembered. I had no idea, and I didn't have that rumor that it's Kindiki who is supposed to be the deputy president. If it's not Kindiki, me, I could not have voted out Gachaguas. Our wish. You know, the moment I started thinking the opposite.
So are you seeing where we are right now? And also there is these things that the governor of Kericho survived the impeachment, which was being done by the senators after garnering 34 votes. So it means that what we are now waiting for is now the time for Rigathi Gachagua's impeachment.
Now, honorable senators, the motion having been approved, the hearing proceedings on the proposed removal from office by impeachment of Honorable Dr. Eric Kipkoech Mutai, the governor of Kericho County, hereby terminates. And the Senate now stands adjourned until tomorrow, Tuesday.
If this governor have survived the impeachment of easy impeachment, then tell me, how is Rigathi Gachagua not going to survive the impeachment? And Makiu, I said this thing here, that this issue of Rigathi Gachagua might just be a game, or even if it's not a game, if it's not a game, we have got very serious senators who does not like if these senators cannot accept to be bribed, then there is a high chances of Rigathi Gachagua being in office. Because I remember very well in the morning, Edwin Sifuna asking the people that were accusing governor to bring clear evidence, and the people that are accusing him to present very clear-minded people who can answer questions, sober-minded people who can answer questions when they are asked. So any person that is going before the Senate, I think this one is very clear, that anybody that is going before the Senate, maybe with the accusations or anything, you should understand that you're going to meet people who are very serious, who are focused, who knows what they are doing. That is it. Like, I think these people need sometimes also to rest. The senators, they also need some time to rest. Even though Boni Alwale was saying that was trying to explain, to educate the people from within his area, the reasons why now they are the judge, the case has been brought to them, the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua has been brought to them, and now they are the people that are going to determine whether Rigathi Gachagua is guilty or not. But and we have to I'm just trying to say that we have to understand that senators are not like members of parliament. They are not togeges. They are not members of parliament. These people use their brain. They are learned. Most of them are, in fact, I don't know whether all of them are lawyers. Babu Oni Alwale is a doctor, but almost all of them are learned, educated. They understand everything, every step of things. You know, you can't compare people like Kimani Chungwa with Chirengei. You can't compare people like Kimani Chungwa with Mtata. You can't. How do you compare people like he's not a bad person, but how do you compare people like Peter Salase with Sifuna? How? You can't compare people like Kajwang. You can't compare TG Kajwang with Moses Kajwang. You can't. Those are two different people. TG Kajwang, what he knows is how to organize goons to go and attack people and shout "Ua and yo," and then says that now that is the importance of the utamu ya Nairobi. But Moses Kajwang, when he sits down in the parliament, when he sits down in the panel, the way he explains things, the way he handles things tells you that this person is learned, this person knows what he's doing and what he does. So the first person I've survived, who was facing the panel for the impeachment, I've survived. So we are waiting for the next person that is now who is holding a higher office, that is Rigathi Gachagua. But let us wait. But let us just wait and see the outcome. That is what I can say. Let us just wait and see what is going to come out, because as it stands right now, things are not normal. Things are not the way they were, based on right now the way people are surviving the impeachment. After all, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. But just a reminder, if you're meeting for the first time, please don't forget to take a minute, go down there, click the subscribe button. You can also like, share, and drop me a comment and tell me what you think and where you're watching this video. And if at all you're watching this video from a different platform, you can come to YouTube and search Havana Media. It will take you direct to our bio. And then if you come to our bio, please click and don't forget to click the subscribe button. And until we meet again, I've been your host, Boniface Owino. Bye-bye.